4,240 pounds. This is a 30-foot slide-out bunkhouse Gulfstream Streamlite here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is a pretty neat camper. They updated and upgraded basically. They just went to a very, very beautiful, highly equipped Coachman Ultralite bunkhouse here at Haylett's, and they're still camping today. There's some neat qualities on this. There's also a little bit of history to this, and that's what I like to put these videos together for. I don't sugarcoat, I don't hide, I just represent things as I see them. Some of what you're hearing is a little bit of my opinion, some of it is just my experience, some of it's the swag system, where it's a little bit of a scientific guess in a sense. If you'd like to see if we have this in stock and available, please visit the link in our video description, and you can check that right there. Now, they did a really neat outside two-tier storage system anywhere you see outside storage. They went this really tall compartment, but although really tall storage looks impressive, it's not actually functional. Wide storage is better than tall storage in almost all cases. So what they did is they gave you these really easy, handy slide-out totes on both sides of the RV. They did that both on this side and the other side, which is really handy. And if you don't like that, take the totes out. There's nothing bolting them in place, and enjoy that extra tall baggage compartment. It's really like a create your own adventure right here. As we move back, I have noticed some delamination here. I haven't had enough of an opportunity to see what is the result. You can see that the skin bubbles here, but it's solid underneath. So what this tells me is that it's not water damage. It's actually just heat delamination. Basically, what I can tell you from experience looking at this wall is when they laminated it, they did not allow the gases that were trapped in the wall to breathe out of the wall. They sealed it. So as these gases heated up in the sun, they swelled, which caused the skin to bubble off. The structure underneath is still perfectly intact. You can see from the exterior here that it was kept protected from the worst of the weather. I mean, the skin is extremely shiny. It hasn't been baked by the sun. This thing hasn't been destroyed by the weather or anything like that. It was just the wall was manufactured before the builders of RVs really realized they needed to ventilate laminated walls. It's an unfortunate symptom of an older generation of ultralight that is virtually unseen in today's market. Sadly, it exists here, but you deserve to know about that. Remember, I didn't hide this. I went out of my way big time to show you, because there's no way you can see it from a still photo. But what I don't want is I don't want you getting in your car. I don't want you driving all the way here to HaylettRV in beautiful Coldwater, Michigan, and coming to our dealership and saying, "You rotten scoundrels, you hid this and you lied to me." We take things like the delaminated wall there into consideration when assigning prices to our RVs, which you can see clearly listed on our website, by the way. So we're real world folks. We take that in consideration. We offer fair deals at fair prices. Now, 4,240 pounds on a 30-foot slide-out bunkhouse. That sounds too good to be true. How did they do it? Well, being all laminated aluminum framed helps, but not having a big, giant, super slide-out also helps even more. This is a sofa-only slide. Now, what this is a very classic floor plan. If you remove the sofa slide, if this was just a straight sofa and kitchen, you would have seen this floor plan dating way back to your old Fleetwoods and whatnot. It's a great layout. It offers a lot of space, a lot of storage, a lot of sleeping. But by giving it just a little sofa kick out right here, they've really expanded this wide open welcome home entry area that you don't have to trip over everybody. You know, wife, kids, husband, everyone, they're not stumbling over one another. And I do like this little corner right here. This could be a desk, office, bench. It could be anything you want. And I do like how they put some TV hookups down there, so you could also make that a little TV stand, because this trailer was built before we all felt the need to have 90-foot televisions in our camping trailers. Now we have cabinet ducted heat so that there's no penetrations in the floor. We do have central air, and you notice the very light classic interior here, kind of taking a page out of that like Rockwood type book that you see with that very at the time this. Now if you like light interiors in today's market, it's pretty much Winnebago. They've really done a good job of touching that classic feel like we have here. So we've got good drawer space, good cabinet space, not the biggest kitchen in the world, but effective. But right next to your bunks, you have this very large, expansive closet station right here. This could be, like I said, closet hanging storage. This could be pantry. You could put one of those little plastic shelf organizers or something in here easily. And this is just a generic overhead open storage area. Again, flexible. It can also be a great little appliance area. This is not a bad spot to maybe put a coffee maker. Rear corner bunks. This is what I call the classic Jack and Jill bunk. You don't see this a lot today. You normally see the double over double bunks that kind of took over what this thing did. But the benefit here is that you get an extra bit of storage for the kids. And if you notice, since the bunks are offset, the kids can climb themselves up and down instead of you having to throw them. Now, something that really does strike me in here is with this very obviously hard white decor, if there was anyone with dirty fingers and stuff, it would have marked it up. It is clean. This was well kept. Now, there's a soft spot in the floor right here, and just like that sidewall that I told you about, I don't believe it's from water. And the reason I say that is because it basically feels like it kind of went between some floor studs right here. Basically, this is a laminated floor, and the bead foam in a very high traffic area broke down a little faster than everything else. That's it. You got aluminum floor studs. It's still fully walkable. I'm not worried about it. I can stomp all over this thing. It's okay. The point here is that it's not ideal, but it's not really offensive. It's not hurting anything. The trailer's still perfectly functional. If you're looking to try camping before you go all in on a brand new RV, this is not a bad option. Because of, like, again, you can see how there's not water stains on this interior wall. This is where that exterior delamination took place. There was not a big giant leak here. There's no stains. There's no water mold stains under the flooring or anything like that. This is something that has just had a little bit of use put to it that is still perfectly functional. So if what you're looking for is to go camping on an easier budget to try it before you go all in, or if you're just ready to upgrade from a pop-up and you're only going to go casual camping, or you just need a slide out for a little extra kick of living space, this is a really good option for something like that. The windows, the light brightness, even without the lights on in here, it's pretty nice. And it has a kind of classic sort of pseudo open design to the bedroom. What that gives you is a larger feeling interior without like the extra length, weight, and cost of a full privacy wall right here. The floor plan is fully accessible when closed. When the slide out's closed, you can still do everything with it. Only other thing I would say is I've noticed at least one of the windows, the window string on the pole shade has been popped. That's not hard to replace, though. The shade is still in good condition. Just the actual drawstring itself needs adjustment. But we can do that here for you at Haylett's. Is it perfect? No, obviously not. I went out of my way to tell you it's not perfect, but it's also not bad. I mean, there's nothing really scary going on here. The delamination on the skin is unfortunate, but it is cosmetic only. It is not structural water damage in nature. That's the biggest message I have for you on this one, because that's the biggest, scariest part. And if you don't believe me, or if you're just not comfortable with that, then don't buy it. That's okay. But at least understand that we are honest and upfront and straightforward with our offerings here at Haylett. So if this isn't the one for you, then visit our website, give our team a call, and know that you can buy with confidence from our dealership, because we obviously don't hide things from you. We go out of our way to show and tell you things that you can't even really see unless you come here and put your hands on it. And we are actively interested in making sure that you have a good experience right from the start. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.